This has been an incredible learning journey for all of us, both the students and the staff. Along the way, we have various different people contributing to the HealRaise device and improving on it through various iterations. I would have never imagined that we arrive at this level of success. Back in 2011, when I was a new faculty member in SIT, most of the other faculty members, they are seated in a small cubicle room. And Alan from Health and Social Science used to be seated just diagonally across me, and there were many opportunities for us to interact, to understand each other's specialization. Over time, it naturally grew into a collaboration as I was very keen to apply my engineering concepts to solve healthcare problems. That was how the healthcare engineering community, HEC, was formed back in 2013.
The rationale for setting up the healthcare engineering community is to bring together a group of people who are passionate about using engineering solutions to address some of the problems we face today in the clinical practice. Hopefully in doing this, we can help foster interdisciplinary collaboration.
Alan is from the Health and Social Science and I'm from Engineering. Both of us came together and jointly proposed a few final year projects. And one of the projects was the HealRaise measurement device.
By working with Alfred, through my contacts from the hospitals and clinical partners, students and faculty from the engineering clusters visit the hospitals to understand the clinical processes, the clinical problems they encounter, and also to brainstorm and discuss solutions for these problems.
Through a project like the HealRaise measurement device, it really opens up my eyes to the needs and requirements of the healthcare sector.
Traditionally, patients will perform plantar flexion exercise on a flat ground. They will be instructed to raise the heels to the maximum height and lower down slowly. The current way of measuring heel raise is often done using eyeballing method, hence the results are not so accurate.
The patient visits the day rehab center and then a physiotherapist will be attached to him to observe the heel raises. This is manpower intensive. And therefore our challenge is to create a device that can be easily used without much guidance. I remember one of my robotic lesson, Dr. Alfred was talking about the ultrasound sensor, how the sensor emits a sound signal and then receives a reduced signal upon reflection of an object. This is the same theory that I applied on the infrared sensor in the HealRaise device. This is my final year project, and it also presented me with the opportunity to work with faculty from the health cluster. And working with physiotherapists, I feel that they are very helpful in providing me with the statistic of Asian foot sizes. Therefore, I'm able to design a device that is suitable for the Asian population.
The opportunity came for us to bring the project to the next level when SIT inked an MOU with Kwong Wai Shiu Hospital. This collaboration allows the student a closer interaction with the industry.
We are very happy to work with SIT. For the hospital, we are always constantly looking at better ways to improve our care for our patients. The plantar flexion project is a very interesting project. It is also a therapeutic tool, a monitoring tool to show us the progression of the elderly, how they have improved in their strength in their calf, toe and heel area. We can deploy in a senior care center. Also, it can be deployed at home.
The shot in an arm came from the grant by the Technology Innovation Enterprise, TIE. It allows us to bring together several resources, faculty, students, professional officers, and the industry can now all come together.
As a University of Applied Learning, the initial grant provides a platform for industry and community to provide problem statements for our faculty, professional officers, and students to work on. In turn, our faculty gains industry experience and our students get to work with real-life projects.
When I took on this project, I was excited by the fact that I could work on a multidisciplinary project where I could apply my Infocom knowledge to other domains. By the time we started the Ignition grant for this project, we already had a basic hardware prototype, and we essentially worked to develop an IT cloud-based infrastructure and mobile applications to fully support the device.
I've always been interested in consumer-facing devices and mobile applications, and I led the development of two mobile apps. One is the patient app and one is the physiotherapist app. The patient app allows the patient to see the exercises in real time on the device, and that allows them to do a correct exercise. The physiotherapist app allows the physiotherapist to see the historical data of all the patients and tracks their improvement on the exercises over time.
When Alfred came and talked to me one day about how his student has created a device to do heel raise measurements, and after a while we thought, yeah, it's a good idea if things can be done on the cloud, which means you do the heel raise exercise on one side, and then over the cloud, a person can actually retrieve the data at the other side. We have 6 students working with us on things like the code, for example, the Raspberry Pi, all the way to the mobile application itself.
I taught the students mobile application development. They learned how to create a user-friendly interface and also how to write a mobile app. So they use this knowledge from the class when they develop the mobile apps for this project.
There was a lot of groundwork to be covered in the span of 4 months that we have in this project. From getting feedback to research to delivering of the final product. It was quite a race against time, having to meet the needs of all the stakeholders.
And sometimes the students face certain stumbling blocks. Now, we as faculty, we provide the mentorship to these students. However, they actually take the initiative to search for the solutions.
We had to do a lot of self-learning through research blog posts of other projects that uses similar technology. It helps that at SIT we are exposed to a vast range of programming languages and concepts.
I am extremely happy and proud of what we have achieved so far. We have developed a cloud-based IT infrastructure and 2 mobile applications, one for patient and one for physiotherapists. All these to fully support the device.
When we started off, the device was this thick, and we realized that it is important for us to modify the device so that it can be slim and portable.
The height of the device was a certain way because the sensor needed a certain clearance, for example. And I felt that what was lacking was a user-centric approach to looking at the design of this device, especially since our target users were stroke patients or elderly patients who might have difficulty even walking. So it was important to me to design something that would enable them to perform their exercise at home safely as well as efficiently. Finally, much more time and expertise than I had was needed to push this iteration of the plantar flexion device through to prototyping, and this is where Chi Leong's expertise in sourcing as well as designing of the internal circuitry was critical in making this prototype a reality.
Right from the beginning, when we conceptualized the idea of the heel raise device to where the device is right now, it has changed vastly. What we really want to achieve is to produce a truly useful product for the elderly patients.
The physiotherapists at Kwong Wai Shiu Hospital have tested the complete system, and they have been giving us very encouraging feedback.
The heel raise measurement device provides precise and accurate outcome measures of the exercise done. It also allows off-site constant monitoring of the exercise performed by the patients, such as the frequency, the height of heel raise, weight distribution, progression of exercise, and so on. As such, therapists are able to assess the different components of the exercise done.
Patients who have used the device find that the visual feedback is very useful so that they can see how well they are doing and improve themselves even better. Not only that, the compliance rate when using the device is much better compared to the traditional method of doing the exercise.
There are several platforms to help market and create awareness of the device. In particular, the device was showcased at the Aging Asia Innovation Forum 2017. It was shortlisted as the finalist and received a commendation prize at the 5th Asia Pacific Eldercare Innovation Awards.
Moving forward, the heel raise device should be progressing into patient trial use after our internal review board or IRB's approval.
We're also looking at moving it into a tele-rehab platform. Like for example, a smart ward laboratory, a smart home laboratory, whereby we can then sustain all the projects by SIT and the knowledge that we built together.
This project saw some of the purest moments of expertise exchange. That is, when one expertise could not solve certain set of problems, the other disciplines, which can consist of students, faculty, professional officers, or even the industry partners, could now come together and take on to solve the challenge for completion.
SIT presents a lot of value proposition. I think it is their commitment to work with the community and the ability to combine all the faculty in a multidisciplinary way. So for every project, it's not just about engineering or design or from the therapist, but actually a combination of the various faculties giving their ideas and inputs.
The synergy of bringing different people together is to understand the user needs and to know the range of possibilities and blending ideas across disciplines and among students and faculty.
It's very easy for different disciplines to be working in silos. But I took this as a knowledge gap untapped and areas waiting for discovery and exploration. And in this case, with engineering, healthcare, and design coming together, this is a new frontier and I find it very exciting.